What is your name, ma'am?
Medea Benjamin.
Medea Benjamin, you have a very exciting life. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your passion?
Well, one of my passions is Code Pink because it was started as a way to try to counter all that male testosterone for going to war. 9/11 tragedy, instead of treating it like a crime and going after the individuals, it's like, let's get them. And George Bush's cowboy mentality, and then you had Osama bin Laden's testosterone, then you had Saddam Hussein, and it was like, they want to destroy the planet. Let's and Code Pink was like this playful reflection on the color-coded alert system, the yellow, the orange, the red, which was designed to keep Americans in a state of fear so that it could justify more violence. So the Code Pink was a way to say, hey, there's other ways to deal with this.
Now, since the establishment of Code Pink, since your establishment of Code Pink, you have gained quite a bit of notoriety. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we've been working hard for the last 11 years to try to raise the profile of these issues of war, and sometimes we get kind of rowdy and we go into congressional hearings and we stand up and we speak out, which is interesting because I think the people in Congress have been used to having their tremendous respect and decorum, and that you're supposed to revere these institutions. And we say, when these institutions don't work, when the majority of people think that these institutions don't work, then we got to find ways to stand up. So we go into the hearings, we go into the press conferences, and I also had a chance when President Obama was speaking to be in the audience when he was giving his big foreign policy speech at the National Defense University, and pop up and start asking, why are we killing people with drones? Why are we keeping people indefinitely in Guantanamo? Why don't we show people in the Muslim world that we care about their lives, and maybe that would make us safer here at home.
Now, it was kind of interesting. You got pulled out of that meeting, but I think the president addressed you directly. Tell me what the president had to say.
Well, it's funny that he called me that young lady, given that I'm 60, older than he is. But he did say that it's worth being passionate about these issues, and that a woman's voice should be listened to. And I thought that was very good because it gave me more of a stand afterwards to get on the media and other places and talk about what my intervention was about. I only wish that the president would listen to what I had to say and stop the drone strikes, give justice to the people who've been languishing in prison in Guantanamo and being force-fed, and look for a way to deal with these issues around terrorism that doesn't just increase and perpetuate the cycle of violence.
Now, what is Medea and Code Pink going to be doing going forward?
Oh, we have lots of plans going forward. We have a drone summit coming up in Washington, D.C. on November 16th and 17th, where we're inviting people not only from around the country, but from around the world, and people will be coming from Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Yemen to talk about what's been happening in their countries. We will continue the work on Guantanamo. In fact, we've been meeting with families of these prisoners in different places around the country, including from Qatar to London to Bosnia, and trying to collect their stories and show that a lot of these people were innocent people who'd been kept by our government for 11 years. And we're constantly looking for ways to try to increase awareness about the need to dramatically stop our military footprint, including the 800 plus bases we have around the world, so that we can use that money to build up our own society here at home and make us safer and more loved in the world.
Medea, Code Pink, thank you very much.
Thank you.